for many years to come. I'm especially pleased to do so this year because we have had excellent results last year with 842 new cases. 2018 was a record year for the ICC. The average amount of dispute in our cases has never been as high, with $140 million per case on average. And more than ever, the ICC court deserves the prize that was given in the Queen Mary Whiten case survey 2 years ago, where an interview was made to users, and 77% of interviewees declared that the ICC court was their most preferred arbitral institution globally. We have approved last year a record number of 599 awards, and I am sure that the growth will continue next year very, very robustly. We, of course, look forward to doing much more in Africa than we do. I would like to thank Danga Kamau, who is chairing the ICC Court Africa Commission, for all the work she is doing. The ICC Court Africa Commission is composed of our 24 court members in the region, 24 court members from 15 different African countries, and they have done a tremendous amount of work in the region, organizing events in Kenya, Namibia, Tanzania, South Africa, Ethiopia, Senegal, and many more countries. But there is more to do. Our African statistics are not, I believe, satisfactory. We have less than 2% of the total amount of confirmed or appointed ICC arbitrators coming from African countries. Less than 1% of our arbitral seats are in Africa. We need to do more. And I think that, as John Denton said a minute ago about ICC's commitment to Africa, the court's commitment to Africa is real. We will, in the years to come, duplicate our efforts to increase our presence here, to have more African arbitrators, more African seats, and more cases here, and also assist the African arbitration community to grow. And we are planning to partner with institutions such as the African Arbitral Institution to help the African arbitral community to become larger and more relevant than it is today. So I'm looking forward to this conference and the work that you are doing, and I would like to thank my friend Babatunde and to thank Bunmi and ICC Nigeria for the fantastic work they have been doing in preparing this conference.
Thank each and every one of you for making out time to attend this year's conference with the theme, Africa, Open for Business. Indeed, Africa is open for business. There is no doubt that with increased business opportunities comes the need for resolution of business disputes, particularly through arbitration as one of the preferred mechanisms for the resolution of disputes. The world revolves around commerce, just as conflict resolution also revolves around commerce. The work of the ICC in the field of arbitration and other forms of ADR truly makes the ICC the World Business Organization. This conference, in its 4th edition this year, has always been a gathering of experts in the field of arbitration. With the array of distinguished speakers lined up, I can assure you that this year's edition of the conference will not be an exception from what you have experienced in the past. This year's conference coincides with the centenary celebration of the International Chambers of Commerce, ICC, with the very important theme, Stop the Rise in Global Inequality. Having gone through the program of this year's event, I am satisfied that the topics of discussion are quite robust, with a collection of speakers, moderators, and debaters whose expertise cut across the length and breadth of global arbitration and ADR practice. One topic to look out for is dispute resolution under the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, AFTA, under which topic the discussants will examine the AFTA with a view to determining whether the AFTA is a reenactment of the Calvo Doctrine, which states that the authority to settle international investment disputes should reside with the government of the country where the investment is situated. It appears that the Calvo Doctrine is what Africa requires today. Conversely, the question whether AFTA provides the industry with a rule-based settlement mechanism for disputes arising between state parties in the application of the agreement will also be discussed. Most importantly, the discussions will seek to find out whether African investors will enjoy the same amount of protection as non-African investors and whether there are other options for investor protection under AFTA.